whatever system it is, whether it's a one holding midfielder, you would imagine Matic, and two in front of that.
Will have to sit out for. In all, it is a strong side, but there are 5 changes from that win at Goodison Park. Romero in goal, his 5th appearance of the season. Smalling and Blind have been brought into the back 4. Henrik Mkhitaryan and Marcus Rashford are also recalled.
Well, the huge changes at the back, obviously, goalkeeping scenario as well. Romero coming in, but we know how capable he is. Big one for me is obviously how Marcus Rashford gets on in that central attacking role. He opted for Martial, was bright. I'm sure Rashford will have been disappointed that he didn't get the opportunity in the absence of Ibrahimovic and Romelu Lukaku.
Well, he gets the chance to lead the night tonight, and that front 3 behind him, full of creativity and guile. The speed and pace of Jesse Lingard. It's a nice blend in front of Ander Herrera and Paul Pogba. Blind at central defence, maybe that is something the Derby attack will feel they might be able to exploit. 6 changes made by Gary Rowett from what was a disappointing draw with Sheffield United on New Year's Day. In come Andre Wisdom, Alex Pearce and Marcus Olsen at the back. George Thorne is given an opportunity in midfield alongside Tom Huddleston. Former United trainee Tom Lawrence shaking off an injury to take his place in the team, and Sam Winnell comes into the attack replacing Matej Vedra, who's certainly been amongst the goals this season.
You've already alluded to it. This is a vastly experienced side. The spine of the team, Keogh Pearce, Huddleston, as we know, George Thorne.
The league title bid is as good as done. So the FA Cup along with the Champions League, really the last 2 running at opposition defences. Pogba hits one and brings the first save of the evening from Scott Carson. So Pogba's got a bit to do here. He doesn't really have an option. He does find Lingard and over it goes, demanding a corner kick, which I don't think he's going to get. He loves to whip these in. Plenty to aim at as well, one of which was Ander Herrera. Mata for Pogba, urged to shoot, he did! This time on his supposedly weaker left foot, just a bit too high.
But Tom Lawrence needs to drop in and help Huddleston and Thorne out.
Mkhitaryan just feeds it out to Lindelof, good ball across, no one close enough to it. Stride now, Derby attacking through Tom Lawrence. The option outside him was Winnell. And
right, it's a strong side.
Lingard, there's a lovely ball through to him. Now Mkhitaryan. I'm not quite sure what was on his mind. And it didn't look. Herrera finds Pogba through a massive Derby County body. It's a little bit of luck. Might get the shot away. Oh, it was a rasping effort. Just too high.
Well, he's slightly fortunate to get into this area. It's Lingard again in those little pockets. Mkhitaryan, little one too. Just a little bit.
It is Mata on it. A good save from Carson. Bringing the save from Romero. Here's Tom Lawrence's corner kick. Oh, Alex Pearce. And space now for Russell to get a ball in. It's a good header towards goal, and it needed the fingertips of Romero.
Well, again, Derby County showing what they are capable of. Johnny Russell finds himself on the left, and it's the left back.
Here it comes from Lawrence. Well, they don't need to worry about that kind of a delivery. And Derby capitalise. Lawrence. It's a good ball across. There was no one following up behind. And an opportunity here, and just dragged across goal. Mata. They work that corner short again, and again it's Rashford. The post beat him the first time, this time it's straight at Mkhitaryan, good run from Luke Shaw. It was a tough one for him to take. Mkhitaryan clips one in, oh, it's Rashford off the post. How has he not scored from that range?
Well, he has to score. It's as simple as that. I was with you.
Well, he's gone out for a gallop. Romelu Lukaku looked a very serious head injury. Pogba towards Mata. Wisdom was the man who got a touch to it as Mata was getting ready. Carson will be a little concerned here. And here it comes from Pogba. Well, he might have been concerned, Carson, but he was able to deal with it.
Top quality free kick, and matched by the goalkeeping, the experience of Carson. Controls it really well with pace. Paul Pogba, Carson.
Well, there is the half-time whistle blown by Kevin Friend. A frustrating first half for Manchester United. One or two chances, chiefly the one off the post from the head of Marcus Rashford, where he really should have scored. Paul Pogba brought a nice save from Scott Carson with a set piece. But United will need a bit more invention in the second half. Something a little different, a bit more physical for Derby County to think about in this second half. He's won it back though, Lukaku. Herrera. Or maybe Mata was the better option.
Yeah, he picked the wrong decision.
What can Lawrence come up with? Oh, went a long way. It was missed by Daly Blind, and it's almost in. Lukaku trying to rifle one across, too hot for Mata to handle. It's a good delivery too, and Lukaku couldn't steer it goalwards.
That's the best set piece delivery we've seen from Manchester United. Rashford, good whip, pacey delivery. Lukaku up against Andre.
Mata on his left foot, away by Carson to Lukaku.
Smalling, etc. going to attack it.
Lawrence with an effort from distance, hopped up awkwardly for Romero.
Well, he's been the shining light tonight for Derby County. Tom Lawrence really come into himself in recent weeks.
Lawrence holding it up, waiting for support, gets it from Russell. And he'll do well to beat Shaw on the outside. But just now, Herrera. Lukaku for Herrera. Lovely stuff here.
The way Derby County are set up tonight, you need some of that little bit more spark.
Rashford goes for goal. Oh, he hits the post again.
Well, he's been so unlucky. What a strike that was, dip on it. As Lingard just slips it down the side of Olsen, takes a good first touch, opens up the angle for himself, and he has Carson beat. All ends up.
Pogba hits it first time, just wide. Well, he took it as it arrived, the Frenchman, in a bit to get Carson off guard.
Well, he's had 3 or 4 efforts tonight from the free kick.
Lukaku, and back by Herrera. Martial, nice turn, still going, and the defenders crowd him out. Through to Lingard. Pogba fluffs his lines.
He's got the score. Lingard again with the effort, straight at Carson.
Him backing off the Frenchman. Lifted towards Lukaku, off the post for a third time. Well, there was a flag up. Well, Lukaku wasn't aware of that at the time. Martial again. Lukaku for Lingard. Hits it first time! That's an absolute stunner! He saves some huge moments for the FAcup. And Jesse Lingard comes up trumps again with a wonderful goal.
Well, it's certainly been coming. They've been knocking on the door time and time again in the second half. To say Jesse Lingard has been fairly quiet tonight. Picks up that little pocket of space in between the back four and the midfield. And
look at the run from Martial. Lukaku might get it back. Chance to seal it here, and it's through Carson. And United get the job done.
Well, we were always going to leave those spaces that vacated Manchester United to counter-attack on. Lukaku, Martial, Pogba, Lingard of such pace as it gets cleared. Pogba, Lukaku controls it really, really well. There's Richard Keogh.